He has 600 gas and Triton minerals, so Strelok is still mining from this one, but it's almost mined out, and still Morrow is not taking this base. Why is he not taking that base? I really can't make sense of this. Just a Nidus Worm or something. I'm not a drop. He has Overlord drop. He should just go and drop some drones there and get the base. But this is 23 tanks, 18 Vikings. Oh my god, at the mech. This is surprisingly, this is the only game in which Strelok has been getting mech, and it's basically owning. I mean, Morrow was in a really commanding position at the start. That he repelled this push with the rich harass. He got a lot of supply depots down with his mutas. He did a lot of damage with the mutas in the start. Then he kind of just slipped. The push came, the slow edge forward leapfrog tank push came in and kind of just decimated his armies. He decided to fight in the wrong moment. I think over here there was a little bit of a blunder there. He kind of left his broodlords uncovered, and you didn't really want to do that. You should have been a little bit more patient. I believe when you're fighting mech, when you're fighting siege tanks, the best thing you can do is to be patient. I mean, you have to be patient. That is the most important thing, especially when they have like Viking cover and Marines and Thors, whatever. There weren't Vikings back then. There was just Thors and Marines, but yeah, he had a lot of mutas, and he lost a shitload of mutas back then. Now this queen is gonna not live for long. There we go. Kablamas, and look at this. This is like a line of siege tanks extending itself all the way from here all the way down here, and he is moving forward now slowly. And let's see if Morrow is going to be able to hold this off. I don't know. He doesn't have anything here. He has 3 infestors, and he fungal growth 1 medevac. This is not even going to be possible in the next patch. So seriously, if they take that out from Zerg, it's going to be really hard for Zerg to actually do anything. Infestors are going to be really nerfed, and he's getting, let's see, nothing getting produced right now. This is unbelievable. He does have Neuroparasite though. He's been researching it. I saw it. I didn't say it. He has Neuroparasite. Let's see if he's going to try to Neuroparasite some tanks over here. He is bringing all the forces down here. Up here from over there with his overlords, and now he has a pretty big army. He might just go for it. Let's see. Oh, okay, here we go. Morrow is going for it, sending servants in first. Banelings are following, doing a lot of neuroparasites on these tanks. These tanks are doing a lot of damage back here, but here come the Vikings, and this is a lot of Vikings. Gotta be careful. How is he gonna be handling these Vikings? Those corruptors went down so fast. He's making some infested Terrans right now, putting down some fungal growth on the Vikings. He needs to somehow take these Vikings. He's not. The Vikings are making their way out of here. And if these the Vikings are surviving. And look at this. There's a lot of stuff. Oh, and look at this as well. Oh my god, where are these tanks coming from? It's like these tanks keep on streaming. This was a small victory for Morrow. Over here, he did keep most of infestors alive, but I just don't know. These tanks have 2 weapon upgrades as well, and wow, this is gonna be really hard to take down. I just don't know. Take a look at the income tab as well. Morrow is still ahead because he has this base over here and this one, but this one is almost mined out. Strelok has mined this out, and this is just barely has anything like. But there are 2 extractors here, 2 gazers that Strelok can put refineries on. And if you take a look at the income tab, at the production tab. Oh, this is gonna siege. Oh my god, this is really bad for Morrow. These infestors are not meant to absorb damage. They're just casters, and whoa. I guess Morrow had no idea that there's still so many tanks and never mind the Vikings, so many tanks in the base. He thought that he killed a lot of tanks there, and there's some tanks up here, so obviously it can't be that many tanks. But if you look at the unit counting station, again 22 tanks, and this is like, how many is this? Like 12 tanks. So that's a lot of tanks. So many tanks. I can't watch. This is like so many tanks. And this expansion will go down most likely, and if it does, I just don't know. Morrow has to get this one. If he does get this one, he's still in the game. If not, he's going to be out of the game. This is mined out. He has no other source of income, and Strelok is going to start he's going to move a command center down here most likely and start mining this. But he doesn't even need to. I mean, the thing is, Strelok is doing such a great job keeping his army alive. That's the thing. He's keeping his army alive. He always has this babysitting SCVs along with his mech, and it's just enough. It's keeping everything alive. I mean, auto repair is such a great ability. It just is. I mean, look at this. These things have been fungal growth since yesterday, and they're not dying. SCVs keep repairing all the way, and he's trying to drop Sterling, but why is he sending the Overlords alone without any empty ones in front? Oh my god, Morrow. He just lost 16 Zerglings and 2 Overlords to Vikings. You need to, if you want to do that, you just bring some empty Overlords in front, like 2-3 empty Overlords, and move your filled up Overlords in the back so that they can actually manage to get the drop off. Oh my god, Morrow, no. Oh, he's doing this again. No way. This is not even gonna happen. Oh my god. And now you can see that a few Zerglings are making their way here, and look how much damage that did. If he could just drop more. And why did he just send his filled up Overlords without any meat shields in front, without some empty Overlords? I don't get it. And is he gonna do this again, actually? Oh no, please. No. This is like only his last Overlords. He has 60 supply. And that Overlord getting scared and dropping over there. This is pretty much chaotic over here. I think Morrow kind of gave in here at the end. There we go, the GG is coming. But anyway, for you guys, not gonna say anything about Morrow or something. He's still a great player, but he didn't always play Zerg, as I said. So the thing is, if you want to do that, either with Banelings or Zerglings or anything, you have to like make sure that the Overlords that are carrying the units are in the back, especially if you're moving into a cluster of like Marines or Vikings or Stalkers or you name it. You know, you can't do this. So always the smartest thing, if you want to go for a drop like this on top of enemy units, you gotta bring some empty Overlords. Otherwise it's really pointless, because you're gonna lose most of the units before they actually manage to get dropped. So that's an important fact for you guys to keep in mind. Now, talking a little bit about the game, I'm actually very surprised. I'm surprised to see that Morrow lost on Scrap Station, first of all, but the game Strelok pulled off was really great. I mean, it was really ballsy and really to the point, really aggressive. As for this game, surprisingly, like I said, this is the only game in which Strelok used mech. So no mech really in the game so far, except for this game. And there were like a few Vikings in game 4, but that's kind of it, and I can't really count that as mech. Pretty much was just drops and infantry, but a lot of tanks on this map, and I just want to say that this, what happens in the start here, just makes it so easy for the Terran to get his natural up, and he had his natural up with no problems really, and the Zerg had to commit a lot to pushing this attack away. But the thing is, Morrow did stabilize the game. That's the thing. He had a lot of Mutalisks, he had a lot of Banelings, Zerglings, he had some Infestors, but the way in which he chose to use those Broodlords over here against the tanks, I just don't think it was good. And that ping pong that happened here, he lost a lot of units for no real reason. As the tanks were sieged up, there's no real, you don't even get close. I mean, you have no, you don't get close. The best thing he could have done was just put an Infestor on the ground, move it up here because there was like no mobile detection, and see when those tanks are sieging and unsieging. That's a really great thing for everyone to do. And if you can see that, that's when you want to take advantage of the moment and move in, because Strelok was making some moves at one time when he unsieged all his tanks. Now that's the moment you want to seize. You can't really do anything otherwise against Terran, especially if there's Vikings overhead. You feed them. If you move your Broodlords in there, you're just going to feed them. So overall, very beautiful game. Very exciting battles. This was like a pretty tight game, exciting game. So a lot of action. I liked it. I like casting it. Aggressive Strelok for winning the Go for AC2 Cup. Also aggressive for winning Zotac Cup in the same night. And better luck next time for Morrow. Although I really like Morrow. The thing is, I just think he's not that strong yet with Zerg. I think he still needs to play a lot. He used to be very good with Terran. I liked how he played Terran, but I just think a little bit more time needs to pass. Obviously, StarCraft 2 is still a very new game, and there's still like builds coming out all the time, and people are still learning like counters and build orders and all sorts of stuff, openings and so forth. So yeah, just gonna give it some time, and I think like a year or so things are gonna be a lot more stable and people are gonna know how to react much better against all sorts of stuff. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this, and if you have, then please do subscribe. Thank you to all the guys who are making constructive criticism, especially, and the guys who are not making that constructive criticism. I do read pretty much everything people say. I do take this. I try to be as professional as I can with my casts and so forth. I like to bring you high quality games. I don't really like casting stupid things or whatever, although I do make the occasional exception when something really great is out there, because you know it's just hypocritical to say it's not funny or anything like that. Anyway, there was actually this guy saying, what was he saying? Too bad I don't get enough views. Well, I'm getting there slowly. Thing is, my channel is really new and people are tuning in all the time. I'm getting some subscribers slowly, and the more people are finding out about me, so I hope that in the near future more people are going to be able to see my videos, and I'm going to get to share with a lot more people. So please talk to your friends and stuff like that if you do like what you see. If you have people who like StarCraft, who play StarCraft, who enjoy casting or just watching I don't know, high quality games and learning from them, or just simply watching them as a means to like relax and stuff, then please do spread the word, and thanks in advance for that, and I'll see you guys next time, and stay tuned for more videos.